Will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest? King Henry II, 1170. In 1154, Henry II ascended the throne of England. His reign, marked by political savvy, was nonetheless plagued by tension with the Roman Catholic Church. Much of this tension stemmed from the compromises made by his predecessor, King Stephen, concessions that he made with the church in an effort to buy support and maintain his kingdom. One of the main issues plaguing Henry's reign was how to deal with priests who committed crimes. Under English law, a priest or monk, often called a clerk in medieval documents, who was accused of a crime would be charged in ecclesial rather than in secular courts. In Henry's mind, this undermined royal authority, as he did not expect that accused priests would receive the justice for the crimes that they had committed. In an attempt to assert control over the English church, Henry decided to appoint his chancellor and close friend, Thomas Becket, as Archbishop of Canterbury. Initially, Becket was seen as a loyal ally, a man whose allegiance to the crown would fortify royal control over the church. However, the dynamics between Henry II and Becket underwent a remarkable transformation. What began as a symbiotic relationship evolved into a profound conflict as Becket transitioned from a trusted confidant to a fervent defender of ecclesiastical privileges. In short, once he was placed in the role of archbishop, Becket's loyalty shifted from the crown to the church, and Henry's plan backfired. Rather than putting a yes man in such a powerful church position, Henry created for himself a new and powerful enemy. Eventually, Henry would work out a compromise with the church, the Constitutions of Clarendon, which separated royal and ecclesial rights over the justice system. Though Henry got much of what he wanted, his Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Becket, refused to sign the documents and was forced to flee into exile in France. The French court was all too happy to offer support, which might cause Henry political problems. This exile strained Henry's relations not only with Becket, but with the entire church, now openly defiant. The absence of Becket from the ecclesiastical seat cast a long shadow over the kingdom. In 1170, after papal intervention, Becket was able to return from his continental exile. For the Pope, it was unacceptable that the Archbishop of Canterbury, the highest ranking churchman in England, was living in exile away from England. Yet even still, tensions remained between Henry and his former friend. These tensions reached their breaking point during the summer of 1170 when three English bishops crowned Henry's son as Henry the Young King. This may seem odd, but having a senior and junior king in England served two purposes. First, it prepared the heir for his eventual role as King of England. And second, it eased tensions between Henry and his eldest son. However, crowning the king was a right traditionally reserved for the Archbishop of Canterbury, and this breach of protocol caused Becket to excommunicate the three bishops that autumn. This threw Henry into a rage, during which he uttered a pronouncement which would have profound consequences. Historians disagree as to the exact wording, but the most commonly quoted is, "Will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest?" Whatever Henry's exact words might have been, they were interpreted by four of his knights as a demand to do away with the Archbishop of Canterbury. The four men rode to Canterbury to confront the Archbishop, and after a brief exchange, killed him in the cathedral. This event reverberated throughout the church and the kingdom, exposing the extreme consequences of a monarch's clash with ecclesiastical authority. But the knights had gone too far. Henry II, in the wake of Becket's murder, found himself grappling with profound consequences. Penance, submission to papal authority, and a public perception of a humbled monarch. By allowing his knights to go so far in the suppression of his longtime enemy, Henry lost the fight for supremacy over the English church. Within 2 years, Thomas Becket would be canonized as a Roman Catholic saint and a shrine set up for him in Canterbury Cathedral. Beyond the immediate repercussions, the Becket controversy etched its mark on the annals of history. It altered the trajectory of the relationship between the English monarchy and the church, foreshadowing future power struggles that would shape the course of medieval and early modern England.